here just going to wait a few minutes while we are waiting for the person, I can't remember her name, Loot Lounge, to raid into me. This is my first time ever crafting on Whatnot. So, but a lot of y'all know that I do this all the time on Facebook. So this is like not a big deal for me. This is my niche. Like, this is what I can do. I do craft live. Okay, get that off the screen. So y'all come on in. I just had to make sure everything looks right, and it does. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. So we got to wait till at least like right at 1 or a couple minutes after. So if you are here from my Facebook, thank y'all for coming and showing up and just hanging out. This kit is available in my buy it now. So how this works is right down here, you have a wallet, and you have to have your payment information and your address in there for you to be able to purchase anything. Okay, you can just hang out and watch. You don't have to purchase anything. That's totally up to you. But this kit that's gonna look like this painted when we get done, you can get a DIY kit, like, you know, just that's not painted. You can get that you know, in the buy it now, and you can purchase it, and it will be shipped to you. And it's in the buy it now, and this is exclusive to this show. Okay, I will not cut this for anybody else. So there's plenty of them in there, I promise. So y'all come on in, and there's bees in there too. And I'm gonna say all this again, and we are just waiting for that raid. And I'm going to say it all again. But thank y'all for coming over here and hanging out. Even if you don't purchase anything, I just love for you to come hang out and we chat. It's always better to craft with all of y'all than it is just to craft by myself. Hey, Care Bear. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. And thank y'all for purchasing kits. And there's Corina. Thank you very much. We don't have one over here, Janet. We don't have one. So you just go to the buy it now, and it's there for purchase. The bees are over there. And like I said, I'm going to have to do it again. No, Cheryl, go to after you get your stuff loaded, go down to where it says shop right down there. Click that, and then there's a tab that says buy now, and you can see everything that I have available for purchase. Yay! There's Loot Lounge ready with a party of 21. Thank you, thank you. I loved your project. It was so adorable. Everybody in this thing, raid train, has been so talented. I've been getting ready, trying to watch and get ready at the same time for all of this. And I was explaining, you got to have your wallet loaded with your address and your payment information in order to purchase. I have the buy it now section loaded up, which is if you click shop, you can go to buy it now. I am, this is my niche. I craft on Facebook twice a week, Mondays and Thursdays at 7:30 Central PM every week. And I have for 5 years. So this is my niche. This is what I do. This is what I love to do. So I have laser cutters and I cut kits. This DIY kit is available in my buy it now for you to purchase unfinished and not put together. It'll be all, these are just, I have these just kind of double-sided tape stuck on there so you can see it. It is 8 inches tall. It is birch wood. It is a 1/4 inch birch wood. I only cut real wood. You can see the wood grain. It's not MDF. It is wood, okay? Oh yes, you follow Julie and she mentions you. Yes, we're our thrifting estate sale buddies. Yay! Thank you, Charming Appeal, for having me, and Jim's to Joy, or is it Jim's and Joy? I can't remember. So anyway, so yeah, check out the buy it now. There are spindles in there. There is a little pack of bees like this, which is the same bees in this kit, but they're a little larger. Okay, they're 1.5 inches big. So those are in the buy it now. So yes, if you want this kit, you can definitely go get you one. Yay! So anyway, so there's other things in there too. There are little mini spindles like these to use in your crafting. There's all kinds of stuff. And there are also some mini stuff that I actually cut in there too for your mini trays. And I have a tray back there, but I kind of put stuff in front of it. So this is the kind of stuff that I do on Facebook. I do my kits, but I do other crafts as well. You're welcome to come watch me. But we are going to finish this kit. So I have a shop, and you can go to my Facebook and get all that information, that I sell other kits too. I'm about to do a big release of bee things this week. So, it's going to be lots of fun. Okay. These are also in the buy it now, a set of 2 little wood honey dippers for your crafts. Okay. Whew. I'm gonna breathe. Okay. So like I said, this is my forte. This is what I do. This is what I love to do. I love to craft. I love to paint my kits, but I don't just do that. Okay. Like we made these earlier this week. They're made of fabric. Okay. So anyway, if this goes really, really fast and I have a lot of time left, I'm gonna show you how to do the flowers. Thank you, Robin. Y'all are so sweet. Yes. So yes, I cut these in my house, in my studio, and I do it in house. Okay, so we're gonna paint this, and I'm gonna start off by painting the actual hive itself, and I'm gonna show you a little trick that I'm gonna do with it. So I use all kinds of paint. I'm gonna try to tell y'all the names of the paints that I use and all that stuff. So if you want to use the same colors, but I'm picking just a hive color, which to me is you're making the flowers now. Jimmy, you haven't missed anything. I just started, okay? So I just try to pick like an off yellow. That's not even make sense. Like a darker yellow color. And I'm trying to think because of what I'm going to do is going to make a difference. Okay. So I think, let me see. I got to look in the light. The lightest one. All right, I think I'm going to go with King's Gold by Apple Barrel. This is like one of my favorite Apple Barrel colors. I use a lot of deco art because I do dot art as well. And I dot with that. Like that is very runny. But anyway, so I use makeup sponges, these little wedge, little dense makeup sponges to paint my kits with. You don't have to. Thank you, Catherine. Anyway, so I'm just going to take some of this, and don't worry about my table, guys. My tabletop is glass. Best purchase I ever did. This whole tabletop is glass. I just measured it, went to a glass company, and got them I told them what I needed it for, and they said, okay, we got you. We know exactly what kind of glass you need. So they cut it, they buffered the edges, and so, because I craft, like I said, twice a week, if not more. So I have to have, it's nice because you can just wipe it right off. You can take a little razor blade and scrape stuff off. So let's see what y'all are saying. Yay, got your kit ordered. So we're going to start a giveaway. I was looking for my mouse, but I forgot I didn't bring it over here. So how the giveaway works is you just have to be following. There's a little box right up here, and it just get in it, and you have to follow. It'll say follow, and if you're not following, it's going to say follow and enter or whatever. And that's all you do. You don't have to purchase anything, and it's just going to come to your house. So I hope y'all are having a beautiful Sunday. It is beautiful weather here at my house. Yes, this glass is, and a lot of my followers have done the same. They have, got the glass tops, and several of my crafting friends have done it. And I promise you're not going to regret it. It is wonderful. And you can change the background, like my little sign right here. You can change the background. You can do, all kinds of things with, your glass. Like I can change this. It's a piece of fabric under here. And you can change it to look how you want to. Thank y'all so much. Since 60s. Mandy, yeah, you might break it. As long as you don't hammer anything, you'll be okay. All right. So I'm just doing this as King's Gold. See, it's not bright yellow. It's just a earthy yellow, kind of I would think a beehive color. But anyway, I've never actually seen a bee skeep or a beehive, whatever. My brother and his wife are beekeepers. They have bees and they educate people about bees. But I can't say that I know what the honeycomb part looks like, but they have those boxes. They have an apiary. No, they're the same spindles as I've had before. Yay, you love it too? I love the glass. Could you cut the bees smaller to decorate fabric flowers? Oh, yeah, I can, Judy. Yeah, I can make them. I can. Yeah. Cheryl got her a piece at Hobby Lobby. All right. So this is what I have. So I just kind of went over it with this color and kind of faux stained it. But I'm going to show y'all a trick here in just a second. And I've done this before. It's been a very long time since I've done it. But I'm going to show y'all a trick that we're going to kind of add a little zhuzh to this and make it a little bit beehive-ish, okay? So I'm trying to find my darkest color. So maybe I should just go with Golden Sunset. All right, so I'm just going to use my Apple Barrel Golden Sunset. Get in the giveaway. You've got 2 minutes and 13 seconds. All right, so I'm going to put that Golden Sunset. It's just a hair darker than my King's Gold. Hey, Parcat. Okay, so I'm going to add a titch. A titch is not much, okay? Of this, I just pick a brown, y'all. I don't really just like, I don't care what the name is. I just kind of put a little brown with it. And sorry, y'all, if I'm speed crafting, because like I said, I'm used to doing this. And when I've been in like crafting events and stuff, I know there's a time limit. And I'm like over here like a bee trying to get done. A titch, yeah. Hey, PJ. So if y'all are in here and like PJ, I know PJ Dodd is a seller on here. So is Mandy with Western Grace, and also the mods and whoever's in this raid train. If y'all would like to drop your upcoming shows, I guess that's okay to do that. Charming Appeal, is that okay to do that? So people can go and follow them, and because we're kind of all about community over here on Whatnot. It's I guess that's okay to do that. Care Bear, I don't really know. Okay, Charming Appeal. She's the mod. They're the ones that's putting this on. So yes, if you would like to, if you are a seller and you're in here in my show, please drop your upcoming shows. Y'all can go follow those people. This app is full of great sellers, great crafters. So yes. Oh, Jill has hers. Let me go and follow Jill Bear, the Jilly Bear Thrifted Finds. How do let's see. Follow back. Okay. So I will see. You have your first show today. Yay! Good luck to you. And DKME. So y'all go and follow them, and I'm sure they've got great stuff to kind of offer and whatever. Oh, we got a winner coming in. Yay! Bird0929. I am going to send you one of my hand-painted, hand-dotted, little tiny embroidery hoop magnets. But yes, that's dot painting, but that's like minuscule level right there. It's little tiny. But this is coming to you, so that's giveaway 1. Okay. All right. So I've got my darker color. I don't know if you kind of can see it over here. It kind of looks like, I don't know. So we're going to get some bubble wrap. And I think I'm going to cut it. I think that's probably going to be the easiest route for me. Yay! Okay, Wednesday at 7. Lots of trains coming up this week. Oh, nice. So yeah, so y'all go follow these sellers on here. Lots of sweet ladies, guys. Maybe if there's a guy in here, y'all go follow them. They work hard and bring good stuff. Okay. So somebody probably already knows what I'm gonna do. Okay. So I'm using bubble wrap, and this is the bubble side. So you've got these little. Y'all know what bubble wrap looks like. All right. So I'm going to I'm not saturating my paintbrush. I'm trying to get some off. But that's the color it is. Because I wanted it darker than my actual beehive. So I'm just kind of lightly, I'm not soaking it. I'm just sort of lightly doing that. So it's not all the way covered, if that makes any sense. Just sort of kind of making it the illusion of that, okay? So then I'm just going to find a place somewhere on here. I don't want to do the whole entire thing. I just want to kind of give it that illusion of a little bit of that hive look. So you're just going to lay it down, and then you're just going to pat. So you want you're kind of using this as a stamp, okay? And yes, it's not perfect, but that's okay. I don't want it to look perfect. If I wanted perfect, I would go get something at Hobby Lobby for it to be perfect, and then it still is probably not. This is how I get paint all over me while I'm crafting right there. All over the table, all over me, because usually I have it all over me. Yes, I did this a long time ago on Facebook. It's been a minute. But it's just kind of using something that you probably have on hand. I know I do. Wrapping all this stuff that I sell on Whatnot, I have to have bubble wrap. You probably have gotten some in a package or some kind. All right, so I just kind of put a little on there. Okay, PJ is on tonight with this raid train. She is on at 8. So like when I get done, I'm going to raid into Shayna Robinson Repurposed. And she's going to craft, and then she'll raid into somebody else. So if you want to stay on the train and just go into everybody's show, you can just it'll just keep on taking you through, and you can watch everybody, because it goes until I think 9 p.m. tonight. And that's Repurposed by Becky. I know she's last, and then PJ's before her. Hey, Judy Bear. Okay, so there's my thing. So I think I'm just going to come up here and do the same thing. But it's really important, just kind of lay it down and try not to shift it. You just kind of want to give it, because if you shift it, you're going to kind of, mess up your little honey stuff. So it's going to kind of look a little like this, which is really, really cool. Oh yeah, I did do it on that box. No, it will. If you buy something in my show, it will bundle everything together. So everybody's show, it bundles. Hey, Michelle, y'all come on in. So yeah, everybody's show, it will bundle on that one particular thing. That one particular seller. All right, so I'm going to do just a little bit down here. All right, and then maybe a little bit at the top. I didn't even plan on doing this until just a little while ago, and I was like, you know what? I need to do that little bubble wrap technique. I'm going to try to lay this back down. Okay. All right. So there I go. See? It kind of looks like, it does look like honeycomb. What am I trying to say? I was reading a comment. Hey, Tammy, you don't want to pay $8 shipping. I mean, actually, their shipping on here is really, really good. Be honest. They have a deal with the USPS, and I don't set the shipping. So, and it goes upon the weight of the item. So we have to weigh everything, and everything I'm selling is very, very light. Hey, Carrie. Thank y'all for coming and hanging out. Okay, so I'm just going to take my bubble wrap and do away with the bubble wrap. And I think I'm through with that color, maybe. So I just mixed those two, a little bit of brown in there just to get it a little darker than what I wanted. So we're going to dry. Yes, you see a new technique every time, and that is what's cool about watching different crafters, because everybody knows something that you don't, and that's what I always say on my page on Facebook, is everybody brings something to the table. I don't care who you are, what you do. Everybody knows something that you don't know, and together we're all better together because we all bring a different talent, we all bring different knowledge. Okay. 8-ounce item probably costs $4 and change to ship. Okay. You're okay, Michelle. All right. So I dried it with my little dryer because I'm an impatient person. All right. So now I'm going to paint the door, or the opening, not the door, but the opening to the hive. And I'm going to paint some of the handle. I'm trying to just calm down and go slow because I'll do this really fast. Usually, let's see this one. I'm grabbing paintbrushes. So I'm gonna educate y'all about this too. This is a filbert paintbrush. If you don't know anything about paintbrushes, this is my favorite. I always show my star paintbrush, and that's my filbert. A filbert is a flat brush, but it's rounded at the tip, okay? This is a flat brush. It's kind of a small example. Hold on. This is a flat brush. They come in, you know, all the sizes, right? So it's flat across the top. It's just flat. So a filbert, let me show you a big filbert. So that way you can kind of see the difference. This is a big mama jamma. Okay, filbert, he is round at the top. So you can kind of see the difference here, right? Like that. He's round. So I love filbert. He's my best friend because I can paint that curve really well with a filbert. And they go all the way down to, you know, little tiny ones. Yeah, you never know what we're going to talk about, and you never know what we're going to learn. We talk about all kinds of things, you know. On my Facebook lives, we talk about we usually get educated about something, because I'll ask somebody, "Have y'all heard of this?" and or something, and everybody goes, "Oh yeah." Okay, so this brush. So if you have trouble painting curves, try the filbert. That's just the name of the brush. Like, you have flat brushes, you have round brushes, you have filberts, you have cat's tongues, you have all different shape angled brushes, and everybody has, you know, has their kind of a favorite. But once I found the filbert, he has been my bestest friend. He's my bestest friend. So I'm just going along the edge here and getting the little opening. Okay, there's my little door. Yes, so they're all trying to explain to Nick how it's going on. All right, so I'm going to put brown. Dry that really fast. I know, it's looking cute. Look at, I mean, that bubble wrap. I mean, who knew that free bubble wrap? Because bubble wrap, if you get packages, I'm sure you've got lots of bubble wrap. Could make it look like that. Just kind of had to think outside the box. All right, so I'm going to get a little bit of my brown and see if I'm going to try to just go inside of my door a little bit. Oh, I didn't mean to fling that across the table. And make it not so dark. It might not make a difference, but I'm doing it. Because, you know, black covers up everything. All right. So see, you can kind of tell it's a little brown. All right. So cute. Okay. And there's my friend Julie with Julie's Designs and Signs, and y'all may know her. She is a big seller on this app. I didn't even get a jar of water, y'all. I'm just gonna have to remember to do my my paintbrushes or put them in water when I get done. Okay, so I'm gonna do, trying to think. If I start black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black. Okay, I'm gonna paint my handle. It has these little sections, and the file designer that designed this cute little watering can file, I love the way she had it painted. So I'm gonna paint my sections black and white because I'm kind of going with the bee, the black and yellow stripes, the black, you know, kind of going with that theme. And I love how she had it painted. And so that's kind of what I'm doing. So I'm taking a flat brush now. I got rid of filbert. I'm going flat. And I'm just painting this. Painting my little handle of my watering can. So yeah, I'm so used to doing this live. So I was really worried. I was like, I'm gonna have to stretch this out an hour, but really I may probably not because I'm so used to crafting really fast. Okay, so there's my handle. Poor Filbert. I know, I'm gonna pick Filbert up in a minute. All right, so let's go a little bit more black. And I'm gonna do this part of my watering can. Now you could do your silver, you can make him rusty, the little spout part. But I'm trying to stick to the black and the yellow and the white kind of deal. All right, so there's that. I love that black and I love that striped. I love that. Okay, so now this is the actual, you know how you have that, there's a handle on the top and there's a handle on the side sometimes? That's what this is. So I'm just going to paint it black. Because a lot of watering cans, you have two handles. All right. So I paint with the sponges and I paint with brushes, but you do what's comfortable for you. And no, I do not paint my edges. I leave them that nice golden brown that they are from the laser. Okay, so there's that. And like I said, I don't know why I didn't get a thing of water. Whew, okay, just gonna wing it without my water. Where is the brush that I want? Okay, so I'm gonna get some white. Yesterday, an all craft day, demonstrated making heavy floral stationery. Nice. Oh wow, I'd love to see that. That's kind of cool. Can I post a pic in the reveal group? Yes, she needs to do that for sure. All right, so when I get through painting this, I'm gonna auction this piece off. So, because y'all have so much. So I have 5 years of crafts and stuff that I'm gonna auction off. I'm auctioning off some of my craft stuff this coming Tuesday night. So if y'all want to go bookmark that show, I will be auctioning off some of my previous crafts that I've done over the years because I'm having to go through some of that and get rid of stuff to make room because I've got kits and just crafts that I've crafted. All right. So I put a little line on the door and one on the handle, the spout. Yes, thank you. All right. So now I'm going to paint those the other stripes. I'm not going to do them stark white. I'm going to do them, it's light buttermilk. So white, and it's just barely a off-white light color. So you could just put a little titch of brown and some white, and a titch, just a little drop, and get the same color if you don't have that color. I just don't want it like stark white. You know, we think somebody's been grabbing this handle and it's a little dingy probably, so I'm just painting my cute stripes. And I could have actually left it that wood color because it's really close, but we'll paint it. So thank y'all for being here, and y'all, who all has been on the train all day? That's what I want to know. Has anybody been watching everyone since this morning? I'm not even gonna lie, I slept a little late this morning. I was like, golly. Cheryl, you can bookmark by going to my little shop down there, click shop, and it'll say shows. There's like a tab that says shows. And then on that little thumbnail of my show, there'll be like a little bitty, it looks like a little bookmark, and you just tap that circle and it turns black. Oh, yeah, Kelly has, and Rustic has, and Lisa has. Oh, Lisa, I'm the first one. Okay. Okay, excited. Yay. Okay. But like I said, I also have a shop where I have lots of other laser cutouts. And that is all linked on my Facebook page. I guess that's okay to say here. I just can't drop the link here. But if you go to the turquoisevalentine.com, you'll find a link that says shop there, and it'll definitely take you to it that way. All right. Okay, so I painted that color as well. Look how pretty it's looking. Then we got to work on the flowers, but y'all know I got to go over this, you know, several times because white is, or any other color that's light like this, takes a minute to get it covered. I can hear the birds outside, y'all. I'm so thankful it's springtime. It seemed like winter was forever. Seems like winter was forever. So cute. Okay. So I'm going to put just a little dot right there. Kind of like that's the little screw that's holding on that little piece right there. Yeah, all of my little followers from Facebook, not little followers, but all my followers on Facebook, they're just going to try to help you like get there or find what you need because they've been following me for a long, long time and are super sweet people. The dandelions and helicopters. I don't know what helicopters are. I love dandelions. Don't be digging on my dandelions. I love those. I see wishes. I don't see weeds. So I love dandelions. The when they turn to the puffy kind. I know they can be a nuisance, right? But yeah. They're taking over. I get it. I understand. Clover will take over too in a minute. All right. So I am going to take my son's calling me. Like I'm live. I can't do that. I can't talk to you. And the thing about it is he's in the house. Okay. So I just kind of put some little lines on my black part. Don't remember what kind of tree. Painted planted clover. Helicopters are also called whirlybirds. Okay, I still don't know what that is. Maple tree seeds, and they look like oh, they come down and go. Woo. I know what you're talking about. Yes. Okay. All right. So I think I don't know yet. I'm gonna put I got my paintbrushes. So if you can't get up right away and you don't have any water, just wrap your paintbrushes in, a baby wipe, and they'll kind of stay damp until you can put them in some water. Because I forgot to get water. Oh no, it did that. Oh, I hate that. Okay, maybe it'll catch up. All right, so I'm going to take. I have some of this distress ink, and I have the little ones. Like they all stack together. You can get them at Hobby Lobby in this little bitty set. Oh, good. It's okay now. I do, and I have water right here, which I have been known to pour in a cup and do that, but I don't even know if I have a cup. Hold on. See if I have a cup right here. And that way, because I can promise you, I have ruined some brushes for sure. No, can't use that cup. It's got plaster in it. Oh wait. Nope, that's too small. Okay, don't have any more cups, so I'll just have to leave them wrapped. I'll be okay. Okay. So I'm going to take, this is brown. Let me make sure. Yes, it is. And I'm going to kind of just go along the edges. I want to do something to those little stripes in there, but the little lines, that's what I had planned on doing, and I kind of went off the rails on that one. I wonder if I could. I'm doing it. Kind of just taking the very edge, the flat edge. And I'm going along that little crack. Ooh, set it upside down. Okay. So just sort of, and it stays wet for a good minute. So I'm going to take advantage of that while it's still wet. And you're in Kentucky. I love Kentucky. It's pretty in Kentucky. So I'm going, that ink stays kind of wet. So I'm just going to kind of go in the middle of that and rub that right there and kind of spread it out to where it doesn't look like it's just stamped on there. So look at my little lines kind of stand out. That's not what I planned on doing, but that's just how it went. Let me put a little more paint right here. We scared to use your fingers. That's your natural paintbrush. Camp and go to Patty's. Oh, y'all are chatting. Hey, I'm late. It's okay, Tammy. Okay, this is what I got so far. So I will hold it up at the end, and you're welcome to screenshot it, so that way you can come back and look at it and see how I did it. So you'll know how to do yours, okay? All right, so now, trying to think what I'm gonna do with this. Maybe I should just paint it black. Is there a black? Yes. I'm gonna just paint my stand. Maybe a little brown. There we go. A little brown. I look at my computer and it's like, is this light too bright? Because on my computer, I look way different than I do on the phone. I'm like, oh gosh. All right, so I'm just, you could do this with a sponge. I'm just doing it because I had my brush is already black. Hey. Oh. Okay. I'm just throwing a little brown in there. Okay, you think the lighting looks good. Okay. Yeah, this is an adorable kit. And trust me when I say it was hard. You can ask my friend Mandy, who's on here. I went back and forth about, what do I do? Which one do I pick? I've had so many that I was trying to choose from, and I could not decide. And so I decided on this one. Does this video neon? It does go to my page. So I am streaming to Facebook right now. It is on Facebook, so it will be there for you to watch, but it's only gonna be there 30 days. So if you need to go back and look at how I did a certain thing, you can go to my Facebook page, and this video will be there so you can paint yours if you want to paint it like I did it. But some people may not want to. Okay, so I got my bees. And I've got my little flowers. And y'all, the time is ticking away. And I'm thinking, am I going to be able to do this? Yes, I am. Okay. So flowers, I'm going with a lavender. And let's go with this pink. A pink. This is pink is called Baby Pink by Deco Art. Purple Petal and Crystal Blue. I know these are already shook up because I've already shaken them. So I'm going to paint my flowers, these nice cute little pastels. So I'm just going in the lines of these little flowers right here. You paint on whatever color you desire. I like the pastels, but they would look pretty if you did them as daisies or any kind of flowers. You could do them all white. You could do them all one color. I want to do them all the colors, so I'm going to do more than one. Okay, so there's my purple. Okay. Lighting is perfect. Okay. All right, so there's one paintbrush. I'm going to have 10 paintbrushes. All right, let's do this baby pink. And then we're going to do the bees, and then we will be through. So So I hope y'all stay on the train. I'm sure Miss Shayna Robinson Repurposed is next after me. And then after her, Mandy goes. Mandy with Western Grace Home Decor. And I can't remember who's after her because it's a lot of us that's doing this. So y'all hope y'all stay on the train and watch these other people craft because everybody's got something to offer and show you how to do certain things. And just to, if you just want to hang on and just, it's kind of like a little entertainment watching somebody paint or craft or, it's kind of relaxing if you're just sitting on a Sunday not doing anything. It's probably better than anything that's on television. Because we know nothing's probably really good on TV. We don't hardly watch anything live on TV anyway these days. We record whatever we're gonna watch, and then we just watch it when we have time. But anyway, so each crafter have an hour. Yes, every crafter has an hour. Because I will say, I have been in some crafting events where I had like 30 minutes, and some of y'all have probably watched me do it. I don't like to do them a lot. Now on here it doesn't bother me. An hour doesn't bother me. But that you start getting stressed because it's like, oh my gosh, I gotta hurry up. And 30 minutes is not long. So this is sour apple. It's one of my faves. It's kind of like parakeet and apple barrel. And I'm gonna do my leaves. So there are my pink, blue, and purple flowers. Paintbrush number 7 or 8. Aw. Yes, I love to watch crafting lives. I don't get to do it as much as I would want to, but I've been crafting on Facebook since right before the pandemic. I started February of 2020. And then right after that, we know what happened in March. The whole world shut down and everybody was stuck inside. So it was a really good time that I got started just doing it, but it was a joy to bring people some kind of hope and positiveness and just try to be a light in a, it was just depressing. We were stuck at home. We couldn't go anywhere. We couldn't see our friends. We couldn't do any of that. And it was just a terrible time. Okay, so I just kind of painted them green. The 3 crosses. Yeah, that is actually a kit in my shop. I will show it to you here in just a second. Okay, so I want to show you something like if you're painting, and these leaves have these little lines, and around the flower has little lines, okay? Those are score lines. So if you've never painted one of my kits, you can take a thumbtack, a needle, a straight pen, or this little tool from Dollar Tree that I use for everything, and you can just trace that little line out while the paint is still wet, and it will take that paint right out of that little line. So see, you can just kind of make them more defined again if you get paint in them. I'll show you this. So a lot of these are kits. This is a kit. That's my subscription group kit. That's a subscription group kit. That's a kit. This is a wood kit. I love this one. Love, 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 love. It says, I am the resurrection and the life, John 11:25. I love this kit. Very pretty. It's a lot of fun to paint. I did this. This is the busted canvas that went around the world and back. And I was the actual person who started it and didn't really mean to. But anyway, but a lot of these are kits. But I do have a subscription box that I send out little kits every month to everybody. This was March. Yes, this is March's. So you get a little kit every month, and that's about to open for new members next month. Okay. All right, so I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to paint the middle of my flowers with a acrylic marker. These aren't, I usually use Thule art markers, but this one is these brush tip ones that I have. And I thought they would be quick and easy. So if you don't have any acrylic markers, like Amazon has lots of, and this one has the brush tip, and they are really nice, and it helps things go a little faster. But I like to use Thule Art. These aren't the brush, they have like little fine tips. Okay, yeah, just a face mask. I had to keep working too. I was working, I used to be an x-ray tech. That's what I did for 27 years. So I was working too. The cross, this busted canvas, I did that by hand. That's from scratch. This is a kit. So the technique of the busted canvas, that went viral and everybody was doing it. Not that the kit went around the world, but that whole technique of the busted canvas is like, it was a huge viral explosion of people doing that technique. And I kind of started it in February of year before last. Okay, so I did the head of my bee, and now I'm going to do the stripes. So I'm going to do yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black. Okay, I want his little stinger to be black. So yellow. So paint markers really help. You can definitely paint it with a paintbrush. And I could, but for time purposes, I'm going to do it with these really easy markers, and they go fast. But they are acrylic paint markers, so they're not like alcohol markers or anything like that, which you probably could do. But definitely you could do either one. But Amazon's got tons of them, and I feel like all those are pretty okay. She just called and said, "Did you know Joann's is closing?" Yes, we do, and we're all upset about it. But Tuesday is my store's last day, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have went and panic bought fabric a couple of times. I'm sure some of y'all have too. I'm just kind of going back over my black. All right, so there's my little bees. All right, and let's do yellow. So I'm gonna grab let's go one shade down. Do my yellow stripes. Like I said, this just makes it where you can kind of get in there easier if you have trouble seeing that small. All right, so there they are. And now we're going to do the wings. Now for the wings, I was going to do them white, but I'm going to use this marker right here, and it's a Thule Art marker, and it's white, but it's got a hint of blue. Because you know how their wings kind of look a little iridescent, and they kind of shine a little different color. So I didn't want to do them just white. And then we're going to glue all this together, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. But you can paint your wings white if you want to. It's whatever you want to do. Okay. All right, there we go. There's that one. Okay. Yeah, I'm tempted to go back to Joann's, but there wasn't a lot there when I was there last week. There was hardly any, there was fabric and stuff, some. They had a lot of fleece because, good Lord, they had enough fleece to cover up the world, but every pattern, every color, every whatever. But I'm just going to be sad because if I needed fabric for a sewing project or something, that's where I went. Because Hobby Lobby doesn't have the selection, but that Joann's had. But guess I'm just going to have to do other things. Okay, so there are my bees. See what my flowers look like. I already see a spot I need to fix where I didn't get close enough to the edge. Okay. All right, so there's my bees, and here is this. Okay, so I need to do the back. I try to do the back. I'm trying to be good and do the back because some of my projects don't have the back painted. Did y'all see that? Just go ahead and laugh. I'm a hot mess sometimes. And this paint was like super watery. I don't know what the deal is, but yeah, I just like to. Yes, there's a lot of fabric sellers on Whatnot, and that's going to be my go-to, I'm sure. When I need something, I'm going to have to come. I have watched a lot of fabric shows. Did y'all see that? Oh, you're like, today was last day? Oh, gosh. And I hate it for the worker people. But if any of y'all need like some fixtures and stuff, for your craft rooms or something, Joann's is selling all of their fixtures and their shelving and all of the things. I'm sure they're cutting tables with that groove in the middle. That would be great for people who quilt. Yeah, that would be really a great thing. All right, we're gonna run the next giveaway before I forget. So y'all get in this giveaway right up here. And okay, there's the back. It's done. Because I'm notorious for not doing the back. Oh, you were walking in for the last time. I know, it's so sad. Are the things only for sale during live and whatnot? Now, Carrie, it depends on how people have their stuff set. Like, there's stuff in my shop on whatnot that's for sale all the time. Like this kit and the bees and stuff, you can toggle a switch that says reserved for live, so it's only on this show while I'm live, and that's it. So yeah, you can do. People do it different ways. I can open my own Joann's from my spare room. I hear you. I'm kind of close. Not really, but I have a lot. Okay, so there's my back. You could paint the back and do the whole thing in the little bee deal if you wanted to. Since this is going to somebody else, I could definitely do that. Because I got some brown right here. Because this is about to be auctioned off here in just a minute. Let's find a bigger brush. So I got a little brown and some golden sunset. And we're going to do the back. Because somebody might have come in and not seen that. It's got a little black in there too. Gonna be okay. Just kind of a darker yellow color. So let me see. I'll just do the whole back. I'm not smoking, y'all. I'm just holding my. What is going on with my scissors? Holding my paintbrush in my mouth. Okay. Now, so you take bubble wrap, bubble side, and you're going to paint these bubbles. Just kind of lightly paint the bubbles. This yellow, brown, putrid brown color, putrid yellow color. And you're just going to kind of, you don't want to get them just saturated because you don't want it to go in between the bubbles, okay? So it's like that. We're going to don't drop the brush, right? You'll never throw bubble wrap away again, right? This is really cool, especially when you're doing a bee project. So I'm just going to come down here and press that. We'll just come and do the handle. You know, a little bit here and there. So cool, right? All right, we'll try it. Getting the giveaway, you got 1 minute and 43 seconds. I'm 1.5 hours away, so you didn't go check out the deal. I mean, it was okay. I mean, I got some deals, but it wasn't anything that I had to have. So it was more like I wanted once I got there, you know. The marker I use for the wings. Okay, so they are called Thule Art markers. And I want to say this is the pastel collection. So they have, this is extra fine tip. So they come like this. That's the extra fine tip. And it's not a brush. It's really hard, okay? And they come in bullet tips. I like the extra fine tip essential colors. And there's 30, and the pack is about $30, but it's $1 a marker. But they go a long way, and I love them. Now these are some that I got on Amazon. This brand is really good. Arts. You can screenshot that and take, that type that brand in. And these are the brush tips. So they're like a painting with a brush almost, but they're acrylic paint in there, so it's really nice. I know that's not all the way dry. Oh my gosh, it was wrapped around the store. Well, and the people are walking up there and they have like 10 bolts or more because people are quilters and sewers and they don't, they're like panicking. Okay, so there is my can. I do want to put I'm going to put like little dots up here at the top. Not all over the top, but just like you see the edge where there are a little spout. Yay! Donna, you won the giveaway. And I'm going to send you another little of my dot painting magnets. And I do teach this art as well. I'll show you something else in a minute, but okay. So I'm going to take I am going to take a white marker and paint little lines on my flowers. Put little dots in the middle of the flowers. You could just keep going with the details if you wanted to. You could just do as many details as you wanted. So I added some little accent lines and all that with my little marker. Okay, so now we got to glue this on, and people go, what do you glue with? And Amazon was nice enough to stick this over the label. I use Stick Fast. It's called Stick Fast CA Thick. So if you type in Stick Fast Thick, that's what you get. Or you can use super glue or super glue gel, or you can use wood glue. Now wood glue is going to take a few minutes to set up, so you can't just instantaneously move it around, right? So I'm going to glue on the, I say I am. You're going to have difficulties when I'm on a time crunch. But you know what? I have a little bottle over here ready to go, and I'm just going to use that. I put some in a smaller bottle. Thank goodness, because I can't get that open. I got to punch a hole in my glue. All right, so I just put a little bit on the back, and then you can stick this anywhere you choose. I'm just going to kind of do mine kind of in the center. It doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong. It's yours. Where's this? And then you have two little bees. Let's put him here. And then you can put your bee anywhere you want. You could put it on the handle. You could put it down here. You could put it up here. I'm going to put him down there. And that's pretty almost instant that it sticks. You got a couple of seconds or so to move it around. Okay, you're welcome, Donna. And there it is. And I'm going to put this in this stand. Now, if you paint your wood part at the bottom, which I did sometimes it might be a little tight to fit that in there. And if it does, you can just take a little sander or an emery board and sand it and it will fit. But this is so stinking cute. It's very cute. Oh, make sure to sign it. And yes, we're about to auction it off because I've got 3 minutes. All right, so there you are. It's signed and has 25. That's not even a good 5. It's a terrible 5. I have terrible handwriting. But anyway, okay. So there it is. Is this not cute? So if you want to screenshot that, if you bought a kit and you're going to paint your own, there you go. Go ahead and screenshot it. But this video will be on Facebook for 30 days. If you want to go and find me there, if you're not a follower. And all right, so we are going to auction this off. Because that's what we can, but I am. Yeah, you're welcome, Charming Appeal. So y'all be sure and follow her too. She's one of the ones that did this. Okay, so I'm gonna do it 30 seconds. I know that seems like a long time. All right, so if you want this, it is going right now. It's already painted. All you gotta do is set it up there. So y'all somebody else can have it, even though I do love this. This is adorable. Then it's like, should I really auction it off because I love it so much? I could paint me another one, but it is very, very pretty. So there's the back. Yay. Thank you for buying all the stuff out of the Buy It Now. Elizabeth is winning. Oh, no. Y'all are so sweet. Melinda is winning. Diane said, no, I want that. Uh-oh, here we go. Uh-oh. Y'all are so sweet, but it is very, very cute. Yay, Grandma Diana, and you made your first purchase. Thank you. I feel very honored to be your first purchase from me, that you picked this. But thank you very much, and thank you, PJ. And y'all, we are going to raid into Shayna Robinson. So y'all hang tight. Don't go anywhere because I'm going to go see what she is going to paint or whatever she's bringing us. And so we are going to see her select. And so thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for your purchases. Thank y'all for your support. Thank you, Facebook, for my people tuning in over there. And y'all be sure to go follow me there. And I love y'all. Thank y'all very much. Let's go see Shayna. Here we go. I'm going with y'all. We're portaling over. Here we go. Continue.